Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about just not giving up, keeping going, keeping the spirit going, keep on pushing. You may be going through a point right now where you're just not feeling it whatsoever. You may be in a grief situation, or you may have been in a position where you've been knocked back quite a bit by somebody, or it could be any kind of position that you're in to where your mind is not there. Your mind ain't with you, so to speak, or you feel like you're checking out, or you feel very lost, or you're not believing that you're good enough. Any of these things can bring us to a point in our mind where we believe that we cannot get out of it. We believe that we are doomed to stay where we're at, and that is not the truth. That's your mind telling you to stay there. It's easier for the mind to stay put. It's easier for the mind. It knows that. It knows what to do with that. It knows that the everyday is what that is. And sometimes that grind starts coming in layers. We don't deal with it. We don't deal with it, and it just keeps coming in with layers. We keep pushing that down, and in the end, we get into those moments where we're just the other moments when we have those lost moments is when we're going through change. And I see that with my guys a lot. When my guys come and sit in front of me and we start getting the work going, and they do the homework, they do the work, that's, pretty much required by this to get to go ahead and go forward. That means you taking a control. That means you changing something of a past, or changing something within the program and the belief system. And like I said, the mind knows what that is. So when there's anything kind of shifting or changing, it don't like it. It don't like it. It doesn't like that change. It confuses it. It likes to know, even though it could be something that's always a trauma situation. It knows it. It doesn't know any different. So when we start to change and we start to pull away from that, and we start to mix things up a little bit for this, and working on pointing this in a more progressive, positive journey, it doesn't know what to do. So we can get in that lost state there as well. I've had my guys come and sit in front of me many times and say, I feel, and I go, lost? And they say, yeah. And I know where it's at, and it comes about as those shifts start happening, and as those changes start happening. Don't be afraid of it. Be with it, sit with it, and allow it, and move through it. And it highly, highly, highly recommend going out there and speaking to somebody, even if you're just going to go there just to talk and be heard. It makes a massive difference. It makes a massive difference when you feel that you're not getting heard by anybody else around you, but you can get in and talk to somebody, and all of a sudden they're 100% on board with you and listening. Just that alone can help somebody. So please, don't give up on yourself. Keep the thoughts of the progressive mind alive. Go with what you know. Use the tools. Use things. Surround yourself with things that you know that you can do and pick up. Reading. Put some training shoes in your way so that you end up going to the gym. Put your clothes out the night before so you see them in the morning. Have a commitment and a drive, and know that that is still there, even though you may be in a little bit of a dark moment right now. Keep these things in mind, and give yourself a lot of gratitude. A lot of gratitude. It is not easy getting through these things, and it's not easy having that drive and the willpower to get out of them either. Keep the gratitude alive. Keep that gratitude going. If you have that gratitude, and you can bring that gratitude, even if your feet get on the ground and you stand up out of the bed that you were just telling yourself, I don't want to get up, I'm just going to stay here. That's progression. That's moving yourself forward. That's PPA, positive progressive action. Putting your feet on the floor. Give yourself gratitude. Start building that energy. I have those moments when I feel like I just don't want to go out for a walk. Just feel like I don't want to do it. You get in that bit of a mind space. But do I feel a heck of a lot better after I've done it? Absolutely I do. I feel a lot better after I've done it. I may not be 100%, but it's getting those shoes on. That's the PPA. Getting the socks on, getting the shoes on, closing the door and starting to walk. And as I start getting into the walk, I'll start feeling better about myself already. I may be listening to a podcast. I may have some music going. Keeping my mind on a straight. Negative thoughts coming in, telling them, don't exist right now. You're not allowed in. And keeping it moving. Keeping the PPA alive. You can do this. It's possible. It's 100% possible. But there's also that commitment and the want. It takes a lot of work. It takes hard work. But you can do it, and you will do it if you commit. Have the intent and commit to where you want to go and take the steps to get there. That's the PPA. Doesn't matter what other people think or what other people say when they say you should be doing more and you should, if you're doing the parts that you can handle, and those are those smaller pieces, then you're doing it. Don't listen to where other people believe you should be. Believe in yourself and where you want to be. Because as soon as we start getting into what other people want from us, then we ain't living our dream. We're not living our full intent. We're not moving in the direction we want to go. We're moving in the opposite direction to where they want to go. And some of those people are going to try and pull you into things that you're trying to pull away from. Substances, alcohol, etc. Any of these things like that you're trying to maybe pull away from, yet you've got that crowd surrounding you, You've got that crowd surrounding you that are trying to pull you back into that. Maybe it makes them feel better. But is it making you feel better? Do you feel better about yourself afterwards? Is that PPA for you? Is that positive progressive action? Is it giving you something that you can grow from? And if that answer is truthfully, and you're being honest with yourself, is coming up no, then what's the solution to that? Move yourself away from it. Otherwise that will start to pull you down. And that you don't need. So you can do this. I do one-on-one counselling. I have a certification in counselling. I love what I do. And I love the people that come and sit in front of me and are looking for that help. Because the number one thing that's courage to me is someone coming and going, I've got a bit of an issue going on. I want to talk about it. That's courage. Not the sitting thinking about it, not the walking away, not the running from the problems, not the moving to different places in the world or different states, or but this moves with you. This doesn't go anywhere. This moves with you. The idea is to get yourself into somebody and get their help and move away from the negative mind. Working on this. Seeing what the issues are and moving this. We have an amazing computer right here. Amazing. But it likes the right information. Just like a computer. You tell it where to go. You put the wrong information in there, you're going to get the wrong information back. It's the same with your mind. Same with your brain. That's why I'm so fascinated with how it all works. Be cautious of what you tell yourself. Don't pull yourself in a direction that could be worse than where you are now. Even if you're not believing it, start telling yourself the positive words to build that energy to start to pull yourself out of it. You can do this, guys. There's ways and means of doing these things. Don't allow yourself to be pulled down and get worse when there's people out there that can help you. There's people out there you can talk to. and you are worth the ears of somebody else to hear you. Make it happen. Don't just sit there. Start moving towards where you need to be going to pull yourself out of that. Get your feet on the ground. Get the PPA going. Stay within that PMA, that positive mental attitude. I love each and every one of you. Stay that course. Namaste.